Good morning, Morning Musings by Melinda. How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday, April 21st, 2021? Great numbers, and happy birthday to my niece, Amy. We've been talking about the 13 questions that you need to ask in your life. And today we're going to be talking about exactly what you are doing to be true to yourself and to your values. But before I start, I want to talk to you about Eric's House. Eric's House is an organization in Scottsdale that's dedicated to helping people who've lost loved ones to suicide and or drug addiction. And I am proud to be a part of Eric's House and to be the medium that is there to help and to give readings, to make connections, to connect people to loved ones. It's a very difficult and different type of grief and loss. And so if you have had someone that you have lost that way, please look up Eric's House at ericshouse.org. But even better, why don't you come on over to Eric's House on May 8th, where we are having an open house between 3 and 5. It's going to be a Meet the Medium open house where you can bring a picture of your loved one and we can do a little connections and you can ask some questions and you can get to know some of the folks at Eric's House who are an amazing group of people who have dedicated their life to helping others with a loss that they may have had themselves. And so please take a look at that, jumping up on ericshouse.org or Eric's House Facebook in order to get tickets for that so that we know how many people are coming and so that we can make a difference and connect you to your loved one and connect you to people that may be able to help you. So the 13 questions to ask in life. On Monday, we talked about how do you present to the world? Do you listen to your voice? And, do you hear how your instrument is fluid? Or do you hear how your vibrational frequency comes through that voice or the way that you present? Do you understand how you present to others? Do you present with love? The second day, we talked about, what difference do you make to people in the world? Like, what are the things that you can do to make a difference for someone every single day? Not letting one day go by without making a difference. And today, I want to talk to you about, are you being true to your values? A lot of talk about, values and what they mean, but the essence of a person's character is what they are doing when no one is watching. Because that's really, who we are is how we behave when we're alone, right? And so what is your authenticity in life? How do you create an authentic life where you live up to standards that you may ask other people to live up to, but are you doing that too? Do you live in integrity, which would be the number one authentic value that you must be living your life in, when a place or a state of integrity, so that your actions match your words, and that if you're talking about kindness, that you present yourself in kindness. If you're talking about love, that you love thy enemy as thyself. If you're talking about forgiveness, that you find a way to neutralize those that need that forgiveness or that neutralization where you are no longer giving the power of your energy over to a person or a situation. Are you, number 2, doing the kind of hard work that it takes to stay in a place in life that allows you to connect to your higher power and your essence? That's meditation daily. That's prayer. That's connection. That's really working within the inside of self in order to be, connected to your value system and to live up to a moral code that makes sense to you. Do you have passion in life? Do you do everything with passion? Are you complacent? We've talked about this before. Complacency being a soul killer. Be passionate. If you're going to make a mistake, make a hell of a doozy and then learn from it so you don't do it again. Find a way to always be truthful and honest. And that doesn't mean to be rude. To be rude and to give somebody a message in a way that's harsh. It means to be honest and to have an honest relationship. I'm sorry, I've got a catch in my throat. Hold on. You know, Bill bought me this yesterday, and he makes me iced tea before I leave the house. He's so sweet. He always lives with these values that I talked to you about. Number 5, compassion. Do you really have the kind of compassion that you really talk about? You know, are you a compassionate person, or you just say, screw them and blah, 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 and, you know, that kind of stuff? Or can you really give that kind of compassion and try to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and not be so negative as you are looking at other people's struggles and or their failings? Number 6, love. Have you given enough love? Is it guaranteed that your loved one will be here tomorrow? It's not. So make sure that you don't leave any love words left unspoken. It's so important. Beauty. Do you recognize the beauty in yourself and in others and in nature and in everything that you see around you? There's so much beauty in the world, and we have a tendency to look at all of the disasters and all of the ways human beings hurt each other. And, you know, there are so many stories about how human beings help each other and honor each other and stay in integrity and do the right thing. Humility, we kind of talked about that last week, right? Are you staying grounded and being in a state of humility where you're not tooting your own horn all the time, but yet not using humility as a form of poor me energy, but rather having enough humility and balance so that you are not being a pompous ass. Number 9, courage. Emotional courage, the most important part of living on this earth plane. And you have to have enough emotional courage to set boundaries, right? You have to have enough emotional courage to say no when you don't want to do something, or to get into counseling and free yourself from old energy that doesn't serve you. This all takes emotional courage, and it's emotionally courageous to take personal responsibility for your own issues and to find a way to solve them and be in balance. And last and not least is happiness. Do you live your life in happiness? Are you making a choice every day to be happy? Or are you making a choice every day to be miserable and to look at the things that you don't have rather than the things that you do? So this is part of these 13 questions that we're going over this week. And I'm glad you're a very empathetic woman, Judith. It makes me very happy. And so, again, I invite you to get on Eric's House. It's ericshouse.org, or the Facebook Eric's House. But get on ericshouse.org if you want to come in and connect with your loved one if you've lost a loved one to suicide and or to drug addiction. This is our main focus, or murder, actually. Although, you know, we don't turn anybody away at Eric's House. There's many wonderful people that are grief companions that help you through. And they are touching people from all over the country, which is absolutely amazing. The staff there is fabulous, and I'm proud to be a member of their team. So come on out on May 8th between 3 and 5 to meet the medium at Eric's House. And ask yourself those 13 questions. We've gotten through 3. Have a great day.